Hello everyone and welcome back to Dreamscape Automotive for another video. So today you join me at home with the A45s Amg, and today we're in for some driveway modifications. So one of the main problems that the A-Class variant has is that there's quite a lot of stone spray comes from the front wheel onto the door and damages the paint. So I've managed to get these from Carbon Works. As you can see, they're very nice, gloss carbon. So they are arch guards, and what they're going to do is they're going to stop the spray from the back of the front wheel heading up along the door and causing damage to the paint. So big shout to Carbon Works. I got these off of their website. Very good bit of kit. Also came with these trim tools which are going to be really handy for getting the trim out. So before we start, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and if you want to find out how we fit these things and what the end result looks like, make sure you watch right to the end. The car is a little bit dirty given the fact that it's still Scottish winter, but I'm going to snap my fingers right now and the car's going to be clean. Welcome to Dreamscape Automotive. Okay, so now that we've got a clean car, which is what is required to do any of these modifications, especially ones that have got 3M sticky tape on them. And there's my mate Jack in the background just backing his M2 in. He's came to give us a hand with the filming. Lovely car that. So we're going to get started. We're going to walk through the whole process from start all the way to finish for doing these arch guards. I'm going to talk through every single little bit of the process so that if you want to do this yourself, then you can. So let's get started. So just a quick before shot of the situation. So as you can see, the tyre sticks out quite a lot from the arch there. Now the A45S has got quite a wide track at the front. Not so much the A35 or other A-classes, so this car is definitely worse. You probably can't see up close on camera, but there's some damage starting to happen to the paint here. So the arch guard's going to come down here and it's going to stop any of the stone spray coming up. So this is just a little before shot, and then we'll do an after shot when we're finished. So the handy thing to do when you're doing anything in the wheel arch is to turn the wheel to the opposite direction for where you're trying to get into the arch, so you've got space. So I'm just going to do that now. I've got these little trim clips that you can see here. They've got that end bit on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove these two bits of trim here. That's going to allow us to take this plastic arch lining away. We're going to give this a clean in here because it's very dirty. Even though we've just cleaned the car in behind there, it'll be dirty. And then we're going to get the hairdryer in and we're going to heat this area up and make sure it's nice and dry. So if you just come in a bit closer and we'll try and get these off. Okay, so you just want to start with this flat end here, get it in there, pop that out enough so that you can get the wee teeth in. There we go. And they literally then just, as far as I'm aware, they just pop out. Like so. You can see there, look at the dirt in that trim clip. So we're going to get this all cleaned up in here. The arch guard actually slots in behind here. So we'll show that process in a minute. So you want to make sure this whole area is clean. You can see there, very dirty in behind here. So if you can prise this off and get the cloth in behind here as well, get all of the stones out from underneath. It's pretty dirty in there over the time. Get all that cleaned up. So this area here is where the 3M is going to stick. So this is where we want to make sure is properly clean, and we're going to heat that up in a minute with a hairdryer just to make sure that it is properly clean and dry. You can see there how dirty that's been inside there, so it's absolutely vital that you get all that dirt out of there. Just make sure you're getting right about it. so that's us ready to go. So we're going to bring the first arch guard over, we'll come in close and we'll show a close-up of his fitting it. Just look at the carbon weave on that arch guard, is that not just amazing? These arch guards from Carbon Works are handed, so there's one for the left hand side, obviously one for the right hand side. So you can tell by the way the 3M tape is, and obviously it fits directly in underneath. And if you just look for the two holes lining up with the fittings that we took out, so just make sure you're using the right side. When you're fitting this, what you want to do is you want to get the two holes lined up first, leave the 3M sticky tape on, don't take that off until you're absolutely sure that it's sitting in the right place. You want to make sure that the alignment and everything's good. So you want to put this bottom bit in behind here, like this, and you want to try and get the holes lined up. Now, I'm going to struggle to see, there we go. So you want to get the holes lined up and you want to put them in lightly and just do a trial fit. So I'm looking for that hole to be lined up there. So there's a trial fit. So as you can see there, that basically fits absolutely perfect there. Now the 3M tape's still on, so if you come around the other side and have a look through the back, so we can see there that the 3M tape's on there, so we just want to make sure that we're absolutely happy before we pull that off and stick it on. Now this looks like a great fit, so what we're going to do now is we're going to peel this 3M tape off from the top, and we're going to make sure that we're pleased with that fit there and stick it on. Perfect there, looks absolutely great. Just make sure that's getting nice and stuck down. Now there are some complaints about the 3M tape being slightly visible here, but what you can do if you want to later, if you're that kind of pernickety, you can get a little Stanley blade and you could trim that. But I think the price that you're having to pay to protect this Magno paint isn't bad. We're just going to put these plugs right back in, so if you just give them a good shove with your thumb, it'll go right back in, and that's them back in place. And that's it, so that's it fitted on that side. So as you can see there, we've given ourselves about 1.5 inches of protection from spray from that front wheel going up onto the paint. That's going to totally divert all the stones and road rash away from the paint, which is excellent. So what we'll do now, we'll jump back with the camera and we'll give a kind of after view of this side of the car. So same again on this side, we've got the wheel turned the opposite direction to give us access in the inside. We're just going to give this a wipe, exact same process again to this side, and we'll walk through installing this one as well. Okay, so we've now got the left hand side one. As you can see, no mistake there because we've already put the other side on. We're just going to get this and follow the same process again. So lift that section there, get this in here and just do a few checks, get the holes lined up. Just move so I can see. There we go, so as you can see we've got both holes lined up there. So same again, test fit these. Make sure that they go in right, make sure that the holes are lined up, absolutely perfect there. So the fitment on this side is also excellent, so we can now take the 3M tape off and we can get that stuck. Just try and make sure that you're getting as much of the 3M tape on there as possible. And then same again, fitting's back in. There we go. And that is about as simple as it is. Nice and easy job. So final product, let's go and have a look. If you come a wee walk around the side here. So you can see there, if you come in for this angle here, you can see we've got at least 1.5 inches there of protection from stones coming up through the back of the tyre there, and that's going to protect this whole area, especially with these like unique paint finishes, the Magno paint on this car. I'm doing absolutely everything that I can to look after it, and I think this is another contribution to making sure that we look after that paint. So the other side's similar, so if you come round here, just the same. So if you come in from this angle here, this is when you walk down here, you can see exactly what I mean. It's not like a little bit of protection, it is a lot. It's a very, very big surface area there, so that really is going to do the job to protect the Magno paint. Okay, so that's us finished for today here on Dreamscape Automotive. A little modification that anybody can do in their driveway, and I hope that process there was educational for you. A great little shot of the two cars here. So if you like this content, like, subscribe, comment, join the Dreamscape community, and we'll see you in the next video. Please wake me up. Please wake me up. Oh. So it would be rude not to get a couple of videos of the bike on a cold start while we're filming, so let's do that now.